Looking at the semi-final servers, I would say that I have a pretty difficult one. But it always depends on who is joining. Also it seems like that the best player of our server, which would have been blackq, also not blackq, just Q or blackq. Now he has the login or the nickname Dr. Sins at the moment. He is not on the server and seemingly not driving at all. If that is the case, then the main opponent here on the server is missing. The main opponent, like who would most likely be first place. Now the thing is, as I told you, top 4 would be the ultimate goal, to be immediately qualified into the grand final. If I'm able to get that, I'm mega happy. But I'm of course super no train. I think with a bit of training could be possible, but it was just not very important to me because they put the grand final so annoyingly time-wise. Exactly at the Sunday of XP Evo, but then in the evening I could be back for it, but it's still annoying. But yeah, I have my good environments and I have of course bad environments where I just try to survive and not crash and get somewhat decent positions in. But yeah, Snow is here such an environment where I have to do damage control. I won't be able to get good places on this. It's not a warm-up round, you have also a second warm-up round. It's actually a bit crazy, 2 warm-up laps, naja, okay. And yeah, to summarize everything again, 36 players qualified through the time attack. There weren't really more players than that anyway, so kind of everyone is qualified that participated in the seeding. And these 36 players are now divided onto 3 semi-final servers. Each semi-final server has 12 players. And the top 4 of all these semi-finals will actually qualify directly into the grand final, which is at the XP Evo Sunday evening. And the 5th to the 9th place on each server, which seems to be very doable to reach, because I'm not sure if we are even 9 players. Because it shows 10, but there is still blackq, I guess. It could be that we are missing 3. They qualify for the Consolidation Final match, which is on Wednesday. And what we do here is that we play each single environment. We play like a certain amount of rounds on each map. And then we go to the next map and we sum up these points over all the environments. No finalist shenanigans or anything. Stud is missing on all servers. We start with the snow environment. I mean, this car is familiar to all the Dream 10 to 20 viewers. But these maps that we play here are a lot more difficult than whatever you've seen in Track of the Days. Like, this is a lot more difficult to drive. very overboosted maps and many tight corners everywhere. Very difficult to avoid sliding. Ooh, so many mistakes in the ending. I'm getting 5th place actually. Wow. Start of challenge 1, go. Okay, we don't really see how many rounds on each track. I don't remember the rules. Cars are forced on in United competitions, so I cannot really get rid of them. In this environment here they won't matter that much for me because I'm so far behind. Nobody crashed this time. Ah yeah, we have a different point system now. Sixth place, that's fine. Why are cars forced on? It is funny to ask me that. Over the years, I was discussing quite a lot that cars forced on is a really annoying rule in Trackmania United because you cannot see through these ghosts. Like in the other Trackmanias, these ghosts, they completely block the view. But I don't know, the United community just wants that like that. They say it's more fun with cars on, but if some people were allowed to do cars off, then of course they have a massive advantage, so they just decided to force it on for everyone. That it is mega annoying for people that have, for example, a bad internet connection, then the other cars are jumping around on your screen, and all of the other cars are jumping around. That it is super annoying when you crash because you couldn't see. They don't care. They say it's more fun and just force everyone. I don't think that cars on is more fun. Not in this game, at least. But you're just forced. Seventh. It is like most of these people here, also some of them, no, are very old, like me. Yeah, also actually it's 50-50 in this community now. But there were of course some of the old people coming back from the early days, and in the early days we just did it like that, you know. And in like 2006, 7, 8 we just played with cars on. And they are used to that and wanted to have it like that again. And then always such provocating arguments like, if I wanted to play without cars, I just go solo offline, but what is the point? I like cars on in endurance cups, you know, when you have an endurance race, cars on is fine to me, fully fine. But in these races where you always, you know, have everyone next to you at the start, where it's every lap the same, always you have lots of cars around you. I don't know. Fifth place, nice. Overall, we have a triple tie situation actually. With Danik and with Kent. Oh, and this is another 5th place. Blackq is in my group? Is that really the case? Ah yeah, this is the case. I completely overlooked that. Yeah, also when you look at my group, then in theory it should be impossible to reach top 4. I'm not gonna lie, it should be completely impossible. So we have 7 rounds per map, I just wrote. And then 7 maps, so that means 49 rounds in total. Seventh. But apparently a new personal best. But yeah, my server, I have like blackq, who is now however not here, then Exetic, Pyp, Rees, blackq, swordx, Ahu, Danik B, and then also Kent, Trud, and Passy. Passy would be another really good one. Also, I have an extreme server to be honest. Like top 4 should be normally unreachable. So Coast is now an environment that will show a little bit what is possible today, because Coast belongs to my best environments, but also to the environments where cars on is the most difficult to deal with, because it is hard to hear your gears compared to other cars, and the car is also so thick compared to the road. You cannot see things very well. You cannot see if you have a drift, for example. If you're starting to slide, you cannot see when there's a car right behind you. Like many things that are quite annoying. Oh, they do a wallbang there. It seems like. Okay, coast is going live. Did he finish there? Seems like, damn it. Yeah, this was a... What, blackq first on coast? What? This was bad because I had this one moment where I needed to release a lot. Oh my god. Okay, I seemingly have a pretty good coast server. Even though some... Okay, with some people I'm actually surprised, but holy shit. Like with my PB I only would have beaten Aru and that's it. Or is that not my real PB there in the daddies? That's probably not my real PB. 4th place. Oh, nice. Nice. I won my battles. The annoying thing is that Danik B and myself, we have kind of the same strength. And also the Stadium. Just that Danik B is probably a bit better prepared on Stadium. Because if you remember, Danik B was also in Team GL and Pro. Like he was a very good player in Stadium. We are basically doing here a direct fight in the scoreboard on position 5 and 6. We both overperformed a bit on snow, and now my two good environments he is also good at. As long as we don't reach the top 2, where there is a bigger point gap, it is basically just a battle for the best average position. And I would do really well if there were more players on the server. Snipe. 3rd place. But Reese gets actually, and Reese is in 4th place overall, he actually gets 2nd, which is a 2-point gap to me. Also, I'm pretty happy with how I'm driving. I didn't do a single mistake, apart from the first coast round, but I still saved that somewhat. So it is not like a super bad position there. I had such a position also just by pace. I'm doing basically the best I can with my training. 6 warm-ups. This is the overall scoreboard. Rees is in 4th, then again myself are of course tied. And Kent, who is behind us, most likely will also come closer to us. And otherwise blackq, he's at 229, he's still behind me. He wasn't shown now because he just left the server. He's the admin of this. When I was just driving desert here a little bit before the matches went live, it did not look good what I was doing. So I don't know what I can achieve here. And someone like blackq, who is points wise now right behind me, I must say, let's respawn this. blackq should be very good here on desert. Okay. That's weird, I don't know if he breaks everything with that. But he just moves to stadium. Okay. Also stadium is basically my best environment with Coast. You saw Coast was still mediocre compared to the other players. I didn't really have the chance to get top 1 or 2. Stadium is a very good environment for me, but sadly I have Ecstatic on my server, who is probably unbeatable on it. Plus I also have blackq on my server, who should be also very good. And then we have of course few others that are just prepared. Yeah, as you see, that was Ecstatic in the lead. The first drift and quarter pipe jump will play a big role here. But to be honest, the rest of the server is not necessarily stadium players. So that should be doable. What cup is this? It is the United Solo Championship. Basically the one solo cup for the Trackmania United players. Yeah, and on this map now it is extremely dangerous that blackq is getting away in points. And that on my best environment, but this is also his best environment. And we have a chance here, especially when Ecstatic does a mistake, we have a chance for that top 2 placement. Generally we have a chance for the top 2 placement, with Ecstatic even the top 1, and that is something you kinda want to get if possible. As they had a very poor start. That's shit. Yeah, okay. I just took some more positions. That it is okay-ish, but definitely a bad round here in so many cases. Like, probably this was a second place. A doable second place. Hard to say how much I lost with my mistake and with the bad start. Okay, I got these 2 positions back. Oh my god, These damn platform parts. I cannot really judge how far inside my car is gonna go. Damn it. Here we go. Damn it. But probably it's the maximum. And now the thing happens that I kinda saw coming. Danik B is taking a victory. I saw the crash that Ecstatic did. I kinda assumed that this was Ecstatic and this was the chance, and I was in that fight as well. But this one turn I haven't really trained, and I'm not super confident in it. And this is where I lost towards them. And now I drive a good lap, but it is generally a good lap. And Danik B is winning again. Ah. I'm actually only 5th. Like, Ahu is also only 6th with a 54 seconds time. So, and the thing is, I'm still ending up behind Rees. Stadium is the one environment where I should gain on him. Ah, 54.2, I'm improving. It is 3rd place in this round, but sadly another 2 points lost to Danik here. I mean, this is the thing, with only this amount of players and with the bit of a point gap that the first 2 places give, it is still very good if you are strong on certain environments and get to the top places there. That is definitely only doable for me on Coastal Stadium, and they are now soon over, both of these enemies. You can see Danik always nicely with his check skin. And he got that turn better than me. Oh, it's the same top 3 than last round. You see, it is on Stadium for me a lot easier to get into the top 3. And if I didn't crash so much in the first few rounds, I could have had that there as well. Even better, because there were worse rounds by Exotic and Danik. But I didn't really use it. And again, 3rd place. Yeah, I started very weak on Stadium, I ended very strong, but sadly in those last rounds there was nothing more possible. It was like Exotic didn't make a mistake anymore, Danik didn't make a mistake, it was just exactly what I said before we started Stadium. This is the environment where I have the best chances to get big points, but sadly we have Exotic on the server who will be mega dominant, and we have Danik who will be trained enough, and this is also very good. So this 3rd place was basically what I expected, and in the first round, if I would have performed like that already in those rounds, I would have had a chance. I would have had a chance. if I had performed like that. To get sometimes a second place. Yeah, and we were equal, Danik and myself, but now Danik is 3rd and I am 6th. We were 5th and 6th, and I'm now 6th and he's 3rd. And this is exactly like the progress that he did was basically the progress that I wanted to do. And it is very difficult to catch up to him now. The thing is that now we both will never get a top 2 place anymore, most likely. Unless there are many crashes. And since we don't get top 2 places, it is hard to catch up. Also, I will also not get top 3 or top 4 that easily. It would require crashed rounds to get there. And if I'm ending up like with a decent lap, like in 5th for example, and Danik is behind me, he will not lose many points on me, because if he just ends up 7th or so, I'm only winning 2 points. And first of all, I need to even beat him. Also it is very difficult now to catch up. But let's see how this continues. I still have a bit of hope on Island that there will be some crashes, but I'm unsure with it. Because all the maps that come now will be worse for me. Like I think there's not a single good map coming up. Like Desert is already mega difficult. Yeah, then Island, Bay didn't look really good when I opened the map earlier to see where the way goes. And Rally, I don't use action, so we don't have action keys here, and I also don't use the streak now for it. I will just play without it. But I won't be very good with it then, I guess. Especially against certain players like blackq. Also blackq is doing comeback now, I can tell you already. Desert and also Rally. blackq is doing a comeback. Because now he is the one that has a good chance to reach top 2. If he trained a little bit. Okay, now let's go. This map is difficult. I was hoping to maybe get these 2 places. And that I exactly did be in Kent. I kinda expected it. That it's those 2. This is exactly where I can get. More shouldn't be possible. But those 2 places were doable. But I saved also very hard. Because otherwise I drift away immediately. Ah, car slow down. Oh, I survived it. Yeah, that was Danik again. This is so obvious that we will be so close. Sword X takes a first place and Reis a second, yeah. Yeah, so I don't think that I can reach top 4 in this match, to be honest. Even though it's really close still. It is really close. I'm only 7 points behind 4th at the moment. But sadly we drove my best environments already. Ah, this downhill. Funny mistake by that one car. Okay, that is seemingly a good driver that made an early mistake and does some comebacks now. Will he also overtake Danik, please? Or will I get him? Yes. That was Reis. Okay, nice. Yeah, I need to get further in front, position-wise. The crazy thing is Coast. That is my best environment besides Stadium. I played good on it. I drove this map also a bit more than other maps. And still on Coast it was not possible for me to get really good positions. It was just not possible on this server. Like I didn't score really better than on my bad environments that are more crashy. I just had more competition there. Oh my god. But this is what happens with cars, and I almost did the same mistake. Because you couldn't see that edge. Ah, it's again Danik! I actually thought I was further in front. Wow. I thought I was further in front. Okay, Danik is driving exactly what he needs to stay in the top there. Dude, what a round. Man, I almost got second here. And Reis is getting first. Danik, however, I passed Danik there. Oh my god, I was again Danik in my fight. I always am next to Danik, every single map. Why do they survive this? This will be Danik again. No, he's actually one play. But look at this. I am only getting 7th now, and I'm only winning 1 point on Danik, who probably made a bigger mistake compared to his other rounds. But it's so close in front, and Rees is getting 22. And he is on that 4th place that I want. That wasn't great, but it wasn't a disaster. Oh! I passed him! Wow. Oh my god, and Danik! Danik is actually... Is he only getting 15 points? Yeah, he only got 15. It was right behind me. I got 18. Wow. That was such a close fight. But guys, I have to say I'm overperforming still. Like, I was so bad on this desert map when I shortly opened it before the match started. I did my 1-2 runs to find a way again. I did not survive a single corner, and now, also really, no mistakes. It was sometimes, sadly, a bit close in front of me. There was always a bit more possible in some of these rounds. But overall, super consistent. Also, I cannot say anything against that. Here. Now comes Island. So Island, I can, also with Rally and Island, those are the 2 environments where smooth steering is the most important, where you have the least chances when you drive with keyboard. I can say that those are also the weakest environments for Danik. So he will probably drive safe and drive still somewhat decent, but he most likely will not drive any mega good. Base-wise, he should struggle. Now the thing is, those environments are also for me not the greatest. Like we share that quite a lot. Our best environments are basically the same, and our worst are also the same. But I probably have a little bit more potential on Island than him, I would assume. This was not what he wanted to do, I think. Still not a bit clear with... We play again 21-15. When you look at the scoreboard, it is still close here, blackq actually didn't do a comeback. So we wait 3 minutes. Usually this system has an automatic break. You saw that earlier when there were 6 warm-ups. Also looking at this again, Ecstatic and Hyp are safe 1 and 2. The goal is top 4, otherwise top 9. Top 9 I will make, even though I have to say that the 9th place, Kent, is not really super far away. The 10th place, however, is far away. So I have it pretty in my bag to reach top 9, but imagine Q would be playing, I can tell you it would be quite difficult then. If Q was playing, then Kent would be currently 10th, and Kent, however, is a driver that will do a comeback. Like, he is good on island, he will gain some points. Depending on what positions he reaches, no? There's more or less possible for him to catch up. Yeah, for me, I have a 2-point gap to Aru. That is really close. And then I have like a 17 points gap to Rees and a 24 points gap to Danik B. And these 24 points, they mainly come from the few stadium rounds where he got these extra points that first and second place give. Well, if you see, for example, the last 3 rounds in Stadium, it was always himself second, myself third, but at 6 points difference already. And the first 4 rounds were, of course, worse for me, where there was 1 round that he won and I got only 5th. But that's a difference. That's quite a difference. That's a 7 points difference in 1 round. Yeah, it came mainly from there. Otherwise, we score basically equal on every single environment so far. Also, Desert was, I think, pretty equal. It will be tough to catch up to Danik, because even if he is not doing that well on Island and Rally, it requires that I beat him and I have to put others in between us. And I'm not sure who that would be that is ending up between us. I'm not sure if that's really possible. So it's tough. And the other 2 issues are, of course, Rees. When I want to get top 4, I have the feeling I need to beat Danik. But he has this lead and it's hard to catch up. But then I also would need to beat one of Ahu and Rees. The problem is that they have better environments than me coming up. Aru, for example, I assume that he will score incredibly well on Rally. Like, this is a full Aru environment. He is one of the best players currently in Rally. I think that Aru is just beating me there. And when he gets first places, then he will get away in points. And Rees has, of course, already quite some lead. And the biggest issue for me is gonna be Bay, because Bay is another great environment for Danik B. Normally also for me, but on this map I'm so bad now, so no trains. And it should be a good environment for Danik still to come, while the other two are pretty bad for him. And I think that others are also playing good on Bay. Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but it's still close. So. And on Island I of course hope a little bit that there are a bunch of mistakes. You see that people slide out left, right, center. But it's just the nature of this environment, kind of. So if a round goes like this warm-up, then I would be on a good position. But who's ahead of me? Rees and Kent. And Kent is exactly what I was mentioning. Like, he is good on Island. This is his environment, his best one. But he is like not like absolute top-notch. He will not drive the fastest times. But I expect him to be consistently in the top places somewhere. So he can definitely catch up there. So this probably might be B. I don't know. Could be at least. Okay, let's go. Always this message, eh? Why does it come on every single track? Nah, this is bad. Oh, there was so much more possible. That's a 7th place. And now comes exactly what I mentioned. Like someone like Danik is now actually far behind, but he doesn't lose anything to me. Like barely any points. And Rees and Ahu are 2nd and 3rd. And especially that 3rd place by Ahu was absolutely reachable in this round. There were fast people that made mistakes, and they just overtook me back. Which, no, their mistakes were not hard enough. They just overtook me back, but not people like Ahu and Rees. Because I had a slow run there. Ah, again I lost the battle. To Aru as well. And yeah, Danik is dropping here. But I would need better positions to really catch up to him. Sword X is also doing a bit of a comeback. Gonna be so close. Nein. Oh. Ja, natürlich. Oh my god. Oh, that was so annoying. I was about to do second place in this round. And then I get 8th instead. Dude. There is this part in the middle where everyone takes more speed than me, but if I do that, I'm sliding away. I know that. I would never be able to do that line. And it's so annoying when then so many cars suddenly appear and then you know, oh shit, I'm losing exactly all these places. Because the whole ending they seem to be also way more confident than me. Okay, this guy slid away at least. Fifth place. Yeah, and this one edge there, it is really difficult to see where you wouldn't get that bump. Like, I didn't really go over it, but it completely killed me still. These slides, they are costing so much time. As if this car ever comes to Team 2022, then you know what you have to deal with. 7th. But this was also a round where there were so many people so fast early on. And yeah, this is also this example where Danik only loses one single point on me. Only one single point. Despite being far behind. This is why it is difficult to catch up. I mean, I played enough competitions. I know how these cups work and how the point system is kinda affecting it and what every player is capable of. So I can basically predict exactly how this is going. This is exactly my issue now with catching up to him. This is by far his worst environment, but I cannot make much use of it if I end up behind the other drivers. I need to beat these other drivers. But that's also a weak environment for me, so I only get them when they do mistakes. But when they do mistakes, then also Danny can get them, you know? Of course. Of course, Ahu, Mann. This transition. And Ahu is of course my other opponent. And there's Kent in second, as I mentioned. Yeah, Ahu gained a lot of points. Like he gained 10 points on me on this environment already. And I'm not surprised. But that was definitely more possible for me. Like many rounds had actually potential for bigger points. Oh, I have no speed somehow. They're all very close, maybe someone slides out. This is still the thing, if I was this tiny bit faster so that I would be ahead of this pulk. They are 5-6 cars, they are half a second ahead. But these are exactly those positions. Static is never ever one of these cars. Yeah, he's not one of these cars. He is further behind, but loses only 2 points on me. He's literally 4.5 seconds behind me, but he only loses 2 points. It's so stupid. But this is exactly what I assumed, how this looks like. Because on a normal pace, Danik and myself will be 1 position apart from each other. I am right behind all these guys that are prepared and good on island. And he is then behind me. And what I basically need is that some people make mistakes to fall behind me, but not behind Danik. But doing a mistake on island usually costs so much that you fall behind both of these places. So this makes it so difficult, you know. Okay, now rally. And rally is difficult because I don't use action key now. I don't even know the way, you know. This is super long ago that I actually did a seeding run on this. I have no idea where to go, so we have to really learn the turns quickly. And follow the others. Okay, also, I can summarize something. Looking at the warm-up, 1st to 5th place were within 1 second. And since there are some really good players on the server, I can already tell you that this is impossible. Like, to be close to them. I need to fight for every position behind that. And yeah, you see also that Danik B already dropped out of the top 4. But it's super close with him. But Sword X also caught up to me. And Bay is in a good environment for Sword X, so he's still also there. Okay, so this is 6th place. But Aru was behind me. And Aru, you see, has the second Daddy Mania record. Okay, let's go. Sixth place. I think that's the maximum. I have to beat Kent. I have to beat Danik. I have to beat Sword X. And Root. Yeah. The others are not beatable. So. And blackq is doing some big points now. He will also catch up. Now there's no 7th place, Kent is ahead of me. And I also thought that it will be difficult to beat Kent consistently. That was obvious. Was a pretty poor start, guys. Surely Danik in front of me there. Let's catch him. Was no chance. And at this Danik, I kinda expected it. My start was too bad, and then there was one more turn that I hit really bad. Oh damn, I didn't see my car and everything and how much it is sliding. This was again a shit start now. Then I need to catch up. And again the same thing here. Shit, I feel like they are really close together. They are not far away. What the heck? This is 9th? Oh no. No, this is only 9th place. I didn't think so. I thought there would be more behind me. I overtook Danik here, but not Sod X, who made a mistake. But yeah, as I said, Aru is driving away, getting away in points. blackq will catch up massively here on Rally. And it's also not an environment where people would make big mistakes. Like so big that they would fall behind us. Okay, someone just made a mistake there. No idea who it was. And finally I got that transition here. This is annoying. Oh, same time than Kent, eh. This is annoying, guys. It was so close in front of me, but I'm 8th out of 10 players. I'm only 8th out of 10. But so close to 5th. Shit. Ah, that car surprised me. Cars are so annoying. Yeah, again 8th. I beat Danik, but it is always just 1 point, you know? That is so stupid. It is literally not possible. And now the thing happened that I expected to happen. The map is over and I can tell you I'm down to 8th place overall. Sword X has overtaken me, Danik is still 9 points in front, and blackq has overtaken us all. Kent is still a bit behind me, at least. We have a base still to drive. But yeah, the fourth place. The fourth place is seemingly not super far away from me. But that's also because of the point system. Oh god, oh god, oh god, you cannot see shit. What the fuck do they think when they do cars unforced? What the heck? Ah, okay, I thought I was further ahead. Because I saw the one or other crash. Does he full speed this corner? I'm doing really good actually, driving PB after PB I believe. But it's only enough for 8th. It really depends always on how many crashes there are. On snow for example, I would have never been able to get so many 5th places if there weren't crashes. The difference is really just that they don't make crashes here. On Bale, crashes would cost a lot of points. A lot of time and then a lot of points. They would definitely fall behind me. Like this guy. With a bad round. Yeah, we will see if Danik can make the comeback and get into the top 4 again. He is currently always in the middle field, like always like 5th. So far consistent, but just not far enough in front, I guess. He is doing what he can, but Ahu with a 25 pointer. The problem, like there's one guy with a problem, that is Rees, who is finishing 9th and now 10th. He is dropping quite a lot. But Danik should be too far behind. Fourth place. Interesting. Sword X with a DNF. He also wrote something. I passed him by 4 points because of that. guess that this is the final round. I will stay in front of Sword X. I will overtake Rees, who left the server. Organic B cannot play Consolation. So Ecstatic is first, Tube second, Aru moves up to third, and he was next to me, but then he's so far in front, you see what kind of difference that makes. And blackq gets fourth, and like if you look back in this competition here, would you have ever believed that blackq would be in the top 4? He was all the time far behind us, he didn't perform on Desert at all, for example. But I tell you, it is just, there is one environment that is called Rally, he is getting first places there, and Danik and myself are getting 8th and 9th. And the points that we lose alone in this one environment, we just cannot catch up to blackq. It is just, yeah, we were all the time ahead of him because it started with our good environment, but he was still close enough to us. And it is literally just impossible to, with this system, yeah. The thing is, the point system is fully fine, in my opinion, but if we had more players. With 10 players, it is still very crucial to have environments where you win rounds. That's still extremely important. What I was definitely missing was first places or second places. I didn't get a single one of these positions. And since I never was in the top 2, I never got these extra bonus points that those top 2 positions bring you. And blackq, for example, no, also a first place versus a third place is a difference of 5 points. This is a lot. This is a lot. Like, this makes really the difference. Okay, the Consolidation Final is gonna be played on Wednesday. And I will have to decide if I do that or if I go for the Switman Community Shorts Cup with 100 euro prize money. Yeah, the question is, who is playing that Community Shorts Cup? And like, I would need to learn all these maps. That's like the thing. I'm not sure. We need to see. Okay, then I'm gonna end here.